Some prisons are built to punish people, but this one was designed to destroy the human mind. Buried deep beneath frozen mountains, hidden from maps, and erased from official records, there existed a place so terrifying. Even the guards reportedly refused to speak about it. Prisoners entered healthy, but weeks later, many could no longer remember their own names. No sunlight, no clocks, no human contact, and according to leaked reports, some prisoners began hearing voices coming from empty cells. The government denied everything, but years later, investigators uncovered fragments of what happened underground, and the truth was far worse than anyone imagined. The prison officially did not exist. Satellite maps showed nothing but snow-covered mountains and endless rock. No roads led to it. No documents mentioned it. And yet, hidden beneath the surface, investigators discovered massive steel structures buried deep underground. Rusted blast doors, reinforced tunnels, ventilation systems large enough for hundreds of people. Someone had built something enormous beneath the mountain. But why? The answer begins during a period of global fear. Governments around the world had become obsessed with control. Crime rates were rising. Political unrest was spreading. And intelligence agencies feared that ordinary prisons were no longer enough, because locking dangerous people away didn't guarantee obedience. So secret programs began exploring something darker: psychological reconstruction. The idea was simple and horrifying. What if you could completely break a human mind and rebuild it from scratch? The prison itself was a masterpiece of psychological torture. Every corridor looked identical. Every cell was painfully small. Thick concrete walls blocked all sound from neighboring prisoners. There were no windows, no mirrors, no natural light. Prisoners quickly lost all sense of time. Minutes felt like hours. Days blended into weeks, and eventually, reality itself began slipping away. At first, the symptoms seemed minor: anxiety, sleeplessness, paranoia, but after only 2 weeks, things became disturbing. Prisoners began reporting strange sounds at night, footsteps in empty hallways, whispering behind the walls. Some claimed they saw movement inside the darkness of their cells, even when alone. Others stopped speaking entirely. Guards described inmates sitting motionless for hours, staring at nothing, as if their minds were slowly disconnecting from reality. Then, investigators uncovered classified documents hidden deep within government archives, and suddenly, everything changed. Because this facility was never meant to be just a prison. It was an experiment. Scientists working underground were studying the effects of extreme isolation on the human brain. Prisoners were intentionally deprived of light, sound, sleep, and social interaction. Every emotional breakdown was recorded. Every hallucination documented. Every psychological collapse analyzed like scientific data. Human beings, reduced to test subjects. As the months passed, the situation spiraled out of control. Prisoners became violently unstable. Some attacked the walls until their hands bled. Others screamed uncontrollably for days, before suddenly going silent forever. Guards reportedly began experiencing symptoms too: nightmares, hallucinations, extreme paranoia. One security officer claimed he heard voices whispering his name through the ventilation system. Another reportedly refused to enter certain hallways, believing something was moving in the dark. And then came the incident. According to leaked reports, the disaster began at exactly 2:13 a.m. Without warning, the prison lost power. Emergency lights activated instantly, flooding the corridors with dark red light. Security cameras shut down one by one. Electronic cell doors malfunctioned, and for exactly 18 minutes, nobody knew what was happening underground. Guards attempted to restore control, but radio communication collapsed. Some officers claimed they heard screaming echoing through the tunnels. Others reported complete silence, and when backup systems finally came online, the prison had changed forever. Most surveillance footage was corrupted during the blackout, but one recording survived. A single hallway camera, damaged but still functioning. The footage showed an empty corridor lit only by flashing emergency lights. Then, slowly, a prisoner stepped into view. He appeared unnaturally calm, pale skin, sunken eyes, standing completely still. For over 3 minutes, he stared directly into the camera without moving. Then, suddenly, he smiled and whispered something investigators would never forget. He said, the voices weren't coming from the cells. Shortly after the incident, the facility was permanently shut down. Official records disappeared. Personnel were reassigned,